Hello.
Up until you walked out, I was the fittest guy on the stage.
Looks can be deceiving.
Did you see my delivery?
No, but I actually heard it. I was behind you. I heard a bit of a scuffle, a little bit of a noise, but
bang, bang, bang on the ground.
I missed it, unfortunately.
What about this?
It's not bad, is it? I heard you do a bit of a gig about the first time you played here. I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, you've played in some big arenas, but it's the first time we've ever played at a concert arena. I mean, we're sharing the stage Billy Joel's played on.
That's right. It's a massive honour. It's huge. There's a few people at the back there too.
Should we ask a question? Anyone in this crowd from India? Yes. Okay, all right. So I don't have to explain it to you. I know there's plenty of Aussies in here. There's plenty of Brits. There's plenty of people from a whole stack of Commonwealth nations. And there's a whole lot of Americans that are trying to understand right now what's this
Who the hell I
business? And this is a good story. I want you to tell it to me because I think it sort of goes part of the way to explaining the misunderstanding about cricket, because you were asked once upon a time to throw the first ball at a Major League Baseball game. Yeah,
I went to Chicago, I think it was about 2001, and I went to the Gatorade Sports Science Institute where, you know, a hero of mine, Michael Jordan, was there training, not at that particular time, unfortunately, but they put me through my paces, and to reward me for that, they said, we'll take you down to the White Sox game and you can throw the first pitch. And I knew how much of an honour that was to throw the first pitch because it's been, you know, thrown by presidents and top singers and all that type of stuff. So I'm pretty excited. Long story short, I've walked down the part where you walk onto the field. A gentleman greeted me with a golf cart. He handed me the baseball. I picked it up. And I didn't have time to warm up, so I'm sort of walking down trying to warm my shoulder up, not to embarrass myself. And went out onto the first pitch. And as I'm walking out, and I can't do the accent, so excuse me, but they said, we got Brett Lee here from Australia, he's a bowler. And they put this animation up of this 10-pin bowler, this person running in and bowling. And I was like, this is great. And then the gentleman who was catching the ball said, are you going to like toss it underarm? Or I said, I want to throw it overarm, mate. So I've gone up and almost threw my shoulder out throwing the ball. The guy caught it and I got heckled a little bit from the crowd walking off, but it was a pretty good experience.
Well bowled.
Yeah, well bowled.
I should point out, just for some context, and we'll leave the sport for a moment after this, but a good pitcher in baseball will occasionally hit 100 mile an hour. This man quite consistently was bowling around that at the peak of his career, quite consistently. He's a freak.
It was a few years ago now, though.
What's Brett Lee doing at a Rotary convention?
Here chatting to you. No, look, it's look. Firstly, it's a massive privilege, for me personally to be here. We're doing a lot of work in India, which we'll get to in a second. But the fact to be here, to be in front of all these amazing people, about to express what I do over in India and what we're doing, and what every single person out there and all the people from Rotary do to help my cause and to help the kids over in India. It's very special.
We're going to have a talk about your Mewsic Foundation. Mewsic spelt not like music, M-E-W-S-I-C. Mewsic Foundation is about using music as therapy. And in India, it's had an extraordinary impact already. Before we talk anymore, I want to show you something.
Hi, I'm Brett Lee, and I'd like to introduce you to my Mewsic India Foundation. From the people on the ground to all of our supporters around the world, it's been overwhelming to see everyone who's chipped in to help heal, educate and empower these children through music.
So Brett, music does what?
Makes me feel good for a start, but it educates, it heals, it empowers, it does the stuff that we know that it does. But when you talk from a a sense where kids have been through hospitals and, you know, they're suffering from cancer. It's got so many factors that can actually influence and help a lot of children. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to set up this music foundation through India, and I'll give you a little bit of a background as to how we did it. I've been going to India. I should firstly, for all the Indian people here today, namaste. Aap kaisa ho, badhiya? My Hindi thoda. So, but I'm getting better at it. I've been going to India now for like 20 years, and India's been so good to me. It's given me so many wonderful opportunities. I've played cricket there for 15, 20 years, and I thought, I can't keep going back to this beautiful country and not put back in. So I didn't want to go down the typical sportsman's road and go, well, I'll build a cricket academy, I'll do this, I'll do that. I thought, what do I like about me as a person? What inspires me? What gets me off type of thing? And I thought, well, it's music. I've had some great times through life. I've had some hard times being dropped from the team, or you go through personal issues. And to me, it was always music was my massive outlet. It was a way that I could get back onto that even playing field. And what I thought I'd do is I'd set up a music therapy centre in India, because I know how many healing qualities music has got. So yeah, we launched it close to 3 years ago now. And at the moment, we're looking after 1,200 children over 5 different cities throughout India. It's going very well, and you can see it's benefiting the children already. So I'm pretty proud about it.
Yeah, I want to show you. Yeah. I want to show you St Jude's Hospital. St Jude's is one of these such places that Brett's speaking about. A hospital where very underprivileged children, poverty line, they go for treatment for sometimes terminal diseases, sometimes for the fight back from the edge. And it gives you a little insight into how music is injecting into their lives such a spirit.
At St. Jude's, we use music therapy to help heal children suffering from cancer. My name is Trupti Hegde, and I'm the General Manager Operations here. St. Jude is a home away from home for these children who are battling against cancer. All these children that you see here are parents and children who are below the poverty line. Her name is Suman, and Suman's 1 year, 8 months. She comes from Jharkhand, which is up in the north. When she was diagnosed with cancer, because she's a girl child, the first thought was, do we even want to put in that effort? She cannot express through words the pain that she could be going through when she goes through these chemotherapies and radiation, which are extremely harsh on her body. With music, she can vent those emotions out. When they're playing the drums, they're so focused and they're so into it that at the end of the session, they're exhausted. Because they've really put in their heart and soul into drumming it out.
That's St Jude's. Brett, what I find amazing is that it's the contributions of Rotarians here in Sydney and some in India that are combining together to fundraise to get this going.
Yeah, look, I'm very, very grateful that the club at Castle Hill have been so generous to match the grant that we put in, and also over in Jaipur. So what that has allowed us to do is to build a music therapy bus. So that's up and running. We've got one in Delhi at the moment, and we've also got one coming up starting in Jaipur in the next couple of weeks. And we've built the bus, we've decked it out. The bus walls fold out to be like a stage, so we can take the music to the kids that can't get into the big cities. And from the generous support of everyone out there and what they've done, it actually allows the children to be taught and to be empowered. And through education too, music, through literacy and numeracy, it actually allows them to try and learn about life, but learn through the skill of music. And to see what we saw up there, like the little children that are suffering from cancer, and the smiles on their faces when you go in there and you greet them, they might not have a clue what's going on in terms of me as a person, but they see someone try to make a difference. They see the money that's being raised, and they go in these little centres and they have fun. They belt on the drums. They might try to learn some musical instruments, and the work's just speaking for itself.
Yeah. The staff are amazing. I hope you give them earplugs.
Yeah, well, certainly when I'm playing, they probably should get some.
We should point this out. Brett is a musician. In fact, we can't talk about it because it's a surprise gig, but you're doing a gig tomorrow night. You play the bass guitar.
Play the bass guitar, yeah. And to me, sport's always been something that I've done because I've been, I guess, half good at it, whereas music, to me, has always been my passion. I'm probably better at cricket, but I love music. And that's the thing, like, I can be out there playing in front of 100,000 people at Eden Gardens, and you get hit for a six or you don't get that wicket and you walk off and you think your whole world's caved in, and then half an hour later you pick up the acoustic guitar or play on the piano and you feel nice and relaxed again. So I'm doing a gig tomorrow night, which will be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Because you guys put a record out some time ago. I know you sent it to me once, Six and Out, the old band, which was kind of a group of cricketers, and the funny thing about it is I remember playing it and I was getting ready to say after we played it on the radio, oh, well, it's a good thing he's good at cricket. It actually was good music.
Well, you know a funny story about that? When we put that song out in 2001, we did a couple of what we thought would be hits, and my car got broken into. It's a true story. And someone that broke into my car, they stole all my money in my ashtray, and I had 10 CDs on which I was going to give to people as gifts. Not one CD was taken. I mean, you thought they would at least take one to have a listen to and then maybe throw it back in, but yeah, I was shattered.
I want to show you the music bus. This is some video that was filmed a year or so ago in India, and it gives you a little insight as well as we play it, and I'll get Brett to tell you the story about just what life is like for a cricketer like Brett Lee also in India, because you are mobbed. I mean, in Sydney, you're certainly acknowledged as you walk around the place, and we bump into each other from time to time around the place, but India is a whole new world.
India's a lot of fun. This is pretty much what you get outside your hotel room. People that we've got here tonight, or today. But no, look, this is the music therapy bus. As I mentioned, we take it to different places around the suburbs. We've got a little a mascot, which is a cat called Binger, named after my nickname. And what it pretty much does is we've got these amazing people that give their time. They've been educated. They've been taught how to teach music. And this is me. I was shooting a thing for an Australian company called Getaway here, and we're filming over. And we went in and opened up the centre there. That was the first one in Mumbai that we opened up some time ago. But just to hang out with the kids and to see what difference it does make. And as I mentioned, thanks to Castle Hill and also thanks to Jaipur and we've got a secret donator too that's put in a massive grant and donated a lot of money, which will make this journey of mine and this dream of mine continue and hopefully open a lot more.
And you're open to support, and already there's been some people who've approached you even today to say we'd like to get on board, because it's a great program, and your intentions are ultimately to open about 100 centres. Yeah, look, I just want to be a conduit between myself and the children, to be the person that it's the first time I've ever used my profile to try to get something, in a proper way. And if I can put my name out there and try and lend my name and my support to this charity that I've started up and that I totally believe in, we obviously want to get some funding and get a few more grants to, my whole aim is to get 100 centres opened up in India. I do want to do stuff here in Australia as well. This is going to be the next stage. But to think that I could fly over to India, to get over there and to go to one of the 100 centres, that's my dream. And if I can achieve my dream, well, hopefully then the children can achieve their dreams through what they want to be in life. Because people say that you can't help everybody, and there's 1.2, 1.3 billion people in India. Well, you can make a difference. We have changed lives. There's 1,200 kids up there who are benefiting through what we've done as a group.
and there's going to be a lot more that can benefit also.
Because it's not just about sick children. Yeah, thank you. It's more than sick people. It's more than assisting those who've got no hope. It's about trying to, I think, and I certainly see you as a prominent Australian figure, I mean, you're telling them how much people from our part of the world have respect for India, care for India, and we already know, I mean, there's such an emotional connection between the two countries that start through our heritage, goes through our sport, and now with figures like you and some other prominent Australian cricketers that are helping bridge so many of these gaps.
Yeah, definitely, and I guess, as I've mentioned before, I chose India because I've got a love for the country, but a lot of Australians that go over there, they always come back and go, I didn't expect to get that experience from India. It was a tremendous place, it was amazing, it was crowded, it was hot, it was incredible, all those words thrown together. But what we've noticed now going over there the last 15 years or 20 years is that the country's changing and the kids need help. It's as simple as that. So it's not only the children suffering from cancer, it's the orphan children, it's the rag pickers. This bus, which will be starting in Jaipur shortly, will be going out to the railway centres where all the kids try to get on the rail, try and jump on the trains to escape what they're going through in life. They could be abused, they could be going through the toughest times. So that's their sort of meeting place. So that's where we want to take the bus to then say that there is someone out there that wants to give you a second chance in life. And yeah, it's a really, really good feeling to know that we can make a difference.
Yeah, a word. Yeah. We've got a few minutes. I've got to talk about cricket quickly. I'm sorry. I'm a fan. This is why I'm doing this. I mean, he doesn't know this yet, but he's signing something for me backstage. You're still playing. I mean, you've retired from international Test cricket and from one-day cricket. You're still playing in Sydney, and you're still doing commentary work. I mean, that is your involvement in cricket. Yeah,
I've got one more season to go. I went to the Sydney Sixers for the Australian people that like or watch cricket. The Sydney Sixers, we won the comp 3.5, close to 4 years ago now. They wanted me to sign on for a 3-year contract, which I said, thank you, but I'll take 1 year. Working out that if I sign on for 3 years, I'll be close to 41. I don't want to be playing cricket when I'm 41. I'd rather be doing something else.
Because you're so out of shape now. I mean, everyone thought it when he walked out.
As I said, I've had, I think, 12 operations. It's funny when I wanted to play cricket, I told my mum and dad when I was 9 that I wanted to be the world's fastest bowler and play for Australia. So that's always been my dream. But they said, play cricket because it's a gentleman's sport. You don't get injured. I've had 12 operations. I should have played rugby or something and would have been a lot better off. Yeah. But I'm still enjoying it. Look, I'll give it one more crack. I sort of want to go out when I'm still in control of what I want to do and I guess just have some fun.
You said something just then. You wanted to be the world's fastest bowler and play cricket for Australia. I mean, you've done both those things. You've achieved your ambitions in life at such an early part of your life. That is extraordinary.
Well, thank you. Yeah, look, I guess it's what you put your mind to, and that's. I'm a pretty stubborn person as well. When I say I want to do something, I won't give up, which is why you can't give up on sport, but you can't give up on the kids. And that's why I don't want to use this as a sales pitch, but that's why we need help. There are a lot of people out there that do want to help, which we really, really appreciate. Rotary have been tremendous. It's tremendous. It's been the first time that I've teed up with them. I'm looking forward to doing things in the future with them. I certainly want to help or lend my help to help whenever possible. But yeah, it's just amazing what you can achieve when you put your mind to it.
Brett has about 2 million followers on Twitter.
Give or take. I think about 1.999 are Indian, but...
Yes. I'm one. I count.
Oh, there you go. You're the odd one out.
I'm the groupie. So 2-point-something million Twitter followers, and I'm thinking we've got 18,000 people in this auditorium. It's the first time you and I have played a stadium like this. Like my language. This is my idea. You got a camera on you?
Okay, I got a phone.
Yeah, that'll do.
What are you going to do?
Can we have the house lights up for a second?
Oh, no.
Come on, this is going to go to an audience of 2-point-something million people on Twitter. Stand there. Back to the audience.
Sorry about turning my back on you guys.
Sorry, okay. Could I get you all to stand up and go a bit crazy or something? Because, I mean, it's 2 million people. Smile. The world is watching.
Thank you.
No, I'm not going to ask. No, you've done enough. Thank you for having us out here today and hearing about the Mewsic Foundation. As it's spelled, MEWSIC. Google it. It will be the quickest way to find it than to give out the web address. But we're really heartened to have the support of so many Rotarians from Sydney, from parts of India, and hopefully from around the world to support this tremendous effort. Ladies and gentlemen, Brett Lee.
Thank you very much.